Oh, there we go. Okay, perfect. So, welcome everyone who is going to be with us, who's with us in spirit, who's going to watch the replay. Um, so, just calling in the highest and the purest frequencies to be with us in this sacred space as we connect with our hearts as one. So, we're going to open up the sacred space. Um, so, we're going to ground to Mother Gaia. We have lots to cover today, so it's going to be magical. Um, yes, lots of blessings, healings, and so much support. So just moving from our head space to our heart space through 3 deep breaths. So we're calling in our ancestors, our guides, the caretakers of the land in which we reside. Mother Earth, Mother Nature, Mother Gaia, honoring all of nature, honoring our hearts for being here and for connecting as one. So as we move from our head space to our heart space, we move down to the bottoms of our feet and feeling really grounded and supported by the earth. And now we just allow ourselves to become one with the soil. And we're going to meet Gaia and coming back home to our heart and Gaia's heart as one. So as we sink deeper and deeper into the cleansing, nourishing, and purifying soil, we're letting go of everything, consciously, subconsciously, known and unknown, that no longer serves our purpose and body, as now is the time to just let everything go that we don't want to bring forward into our new chapters. Just putting the old to rest and fully stepping into our empowerment, in our strength, in our wisdom, in our truth, in our inner heart's knowing. And always coming back to the heart of truth, because the heart always knows, the heart guides the way, the heart leads the way. And it's time for us to return to the home within our heart. So as we travel down to that nourishing soil to meet Gaia, we're hearing her heartbeat. And it's becoming one with our heartbeat. And now we meet Gaia, hand to hand, heart to heart. And Gaia meets us with her heart wide open as she gives us the biggest hug. And we fully receive it as she loves us just as we are. And she asks us to do the same, to love ourselves just as we are. To give us that respect, that self-love, that self-care and nurturance, and allowing ourselves to reparent ourselves, to take care of our inner child, to love ourselves in the most gentlest and kindest way, with so much compassion and tender loving care. And Gaia fills our heart up with anything that we may need. So just fully allowing ourselves to receive Gaia's support and her love and her nurturance. And then now we thank Gaia for all that she provides. And we thank her from our heart to hers. Now we come back to our sacred space, where we are right here, right now, in that present moment. So coming back to your feet, your ankles, your legs, the core of your stomach, your heart, your higher heart, your throat chakra, third eye chakra, and crown chakra. And taking 3 deep breaths to settle back into your body. And when you're ready, you can open up your eyes. And the sacred space is now open. Okay. So I want to share with you, I have my green Tara statue right here. It's a little heavy. Here she is. So green Tara has helped me on so many levels with my creativity, with my heart's passion, with connecting me back to nature in the most magical way of that nurturance, as she's been that protector for me. And she just gives me that courage to just keep going, keep being inspired by nature, and tuning into my heart and my heart's gifts that I have to share with everyone. It's like no more hiding. It's time for us to just fully step into our gifts and all that we're here to do, and in that journey of remembering. So allowing our heart to be in that joy, allowing our hearts to really tune into what we really enjoyed as a child, and bringing that into the here and now, and allowing that to just inspire our lives to bring fulfillment, and then in turn inspire others. So just being that example for others through that love and the light that you are, and that remembrance. It's all in that journey of remembrance within the heart, journeying back into the heart. Because the heart always knows, the heart guides the way, the heart leads the way. You can fully trust into your heart. So may green Tara bless you in all areas of your life, and through your creative avenues, through artwork, music, song, writing, poetry. And knowing that you have so much support within and all around you, and really tuning into your inner universe and your inner fountain of joy. Because that's where all the magic is found within. It's not on the outside of us. That sacred mirror that nature provides us with just reflects our beauty on the inside and outside. It's just our job to just show up and to be that love, that light, that blessing for each other's lives in the world. And it's time now. And so just fully taking that full leap of faith with that courageous heart and that heart of passion, and just letting the heart lead you through everything. I'm just gonna put my statue down. Yeah, and it's like made out of stone, so there's like this like patina finishing on it. So I'm just gonna just wipe my hands. It's like the blessing of green Tara is just always there, always there. So much joy. Okay, so I'm just gonna light this match to just call in that grand central sun of inspiration and to just fully ignite our hearts in that passion and that purpose and just leading with that love and that light. So just allowing yourself to just shine as brightly as possible. No more dimming your light. You are fully saved to just shine, shining so bright, and being that star that you are. Yeah, just bringing all that inspiration from like the cosmos to the earth as one, and it all moves through you, through your magical vessel. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit about my week. So my week has been quite emotional, but not in like a sad way. Oh, hey Lillian, thank you for being here. It's been emotional in a good way of remembrance, of fully allowing myself to connect the dots, that everything has just linked since day one. And when we provide that loving, nurturing space for us to just receive and to have that remembrance, it's incredible what is revealed to us. For me, I've always been connected to the water as a Pisces, very like daydreamer, a dreamer, flowy, love the water, and allowing the emotions to just flow through me. And this past week, I literally became the element of water. And it was very empowering as being one without water because I fully remembered who I am, like an aspect of me, like my multi-dimensional self as like this dolphin and this like merman and just like loving like all the integrations that took place. And in those remembrance of those tears, it was so touching to my heart. Just allowing my inner child to just swim in those inspiring waters and like the oceans of the emotions, and allowing like that feminine energy of like inspiration and creativity to just flow through those emotions to create and to be inspired, and just bringing it into like the masculine and then bringing them together as one, and that groundedness, that pillar, that anchor, bringing it into all alignment and coming back home to the heart. So I did a few, what I've done, so I did this drawing when I was in grade 12, and I've always loved the dolphins, and I was very lucky to swim with the dolphins when I was in grade 9. And then in 2012, had an amazing connection with the dolphins, where I was able to literally put my hands on the dolphin. And in that moment, it was like just becoming one with like nature even more, and the dolphins. And it's like with the dolphins, it's all in that joy, like that childlike wonder and awe, and just fully embodying it. And I created this drawing as an honoring of the ocean, Mother Ocean, and her heart. And then I created this dolphin heart joy code, which is honoring my fellow dolphin family. And just knowing that this dolphin spirit has been with me for such a long time. So it's just fully tuning into all of those gifts and blessings and all that the dolphin has to teach us, and the ocean and all the fish and the whales and the mermaids and the mermen and all of the magical world. But it's like all found within. And with the goddesses, the muses have been such a huge significance in my life with that creativity and that joy. And then one with Mother Gaia, Mother Nature, Mother Earth as one. So it's like knowing that the inspiration is always there. It's just receiving it, like bringing it fully in to my being, and then trusting all those creative inspirations to fully take action. Like I'm fully taking action and just creating more than ever. It's just been absolutely phenomenal. And just like a big shout out to everyone within the Sacred Heart Valley, and especially Lillian and Daisy, who've always been there, like since day one, and then always having the amazing connects, and just us connecting heart to heart in that remembrance. It's like the soul family that just has always been there. Like even in the process of being born, it's like the energy was all there. So it's just such a gift and blessing to connect with all of our hearts again in this lifetime. I'm just very grateful, thankful, and blessed. Yes. So yeah, it's a very pivotal time right now that we're in, of just fully stepping into our truth and our creativity and being in that present moment. While when you're in that present moment, you're just fully being there with all of your heart and knowing that in that present moment it takes care of your future. So it's like for us, no more looking in the past. It's good for the past. It's like there as a reflection of where we were, but it's just bringing ourselves back into alignment always with that heart and just fully trusting in it, because the heart will never steer you wrong. It's right there with you, and we have our hearts within us to just bring us back home. So thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Amazing. Yeah. And the lotus too. So, okay. So I want to share this too as well. So when I was growing up, or like when I was journeying through all the ages, very sensitive and in tune with everything, but knowing that it was a gift and blessing, and knowing that as an empath now, it was like this devotion and this drive to just wanting to just have that clear thought, clear thinking, like clear vessel as much as I can, to just receive all the inspiration and just to be more and more without feeling so much. And for a while, I think I allowed myself to kind of suppress the emotions and kind of becoming numb and not feeling as much. But knowing that I've received the tools along the way, right when I needed it. And within the Sacred Heart Valley since February, it's been such a gateway for my heart to just fully feel everything, process it, let it go, and then integrate and embody like the new me in that remembrance. And it's been an absolute incredible journey so far. And this is just the beginning. We're just getting started. The party's just getting started. So yeah, so it's like the purification. So this card is from Susie Cherub's Fairy Temple Oracle. So this card has just been so prominent for me, as in just allowing the water to just let go of everything and just letting the day wash away, just letting it go and trusting in that water, because like the water has memory and is bringing all that healing from the water back to us, and just allowing that water to just embrace us with so much nurturance, love, and tender loving care. And then the lotus flower has been such a huge significance in my life, as it's always been there as a child, with going to nature and with this provincial park within uh, 45 minutes away from here. So the lotus has always popped up, and it's connected for me to Kuan Yin, as in that peace and that compassion, as in seeing a lotus flower. I just kind of just soften more, and my heart just melts a little bit more, and I just tune back more into nature and like the heart of nature. Yeah. Just so grateful for all the magic and the blessings and the healings of nature. And with that expression of love through each of us, it's just our hearts just touch each other and it ripples out into healing. It's just sharing in each other's healing gifts and blessings and heart. It's truly amazing and remarkable. Yes. How are you doing, Lillian? Yeah.
I'm good.
Thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
Daisy, that's you.
Yes.
Daisy,
Yes.
how are you?
I'm fantastic.
Is there any after party going on?
I think the Astro Daisy having party 24/7.
Well, Carl talked about that prior to the connect. It's like, oh, God is just playing with me. I was like, enjoy.
Yeah. That was so interesting this morning. You know, once a while, like we can visit somebody's astral body. Like for instance, I saw Lillian's astral self, I saw Jen's astral self when Count gave me guidance. And this morning I saw myself. Daisy was laughing. Oh, so funny. I think that's the first time I saw myself, my own astral body.
It's amazing.
Thank you guys so much.
Would you like Carl to do a reading for you? Now I'm asking you instead of you asking me now.
Yeah, absolutely. There's so much amazing synchronicity this week. And then I just draw a card. It's synchronicity too.
Of course.
Amazing.
See what's coming through.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Ooh. Wow. So Daisy, the goddess that came through is Rion, inner strength. Her eyes are truly, they're like that true blue color. So she brings that message. You can just literally feel and like see a horse, the horses. So there's two horses here, and I can see your spirit, Daisy, and that you're in the center, and the two horses are forming this heart. So it's like the horse of the masculine energy and the horse of the feminine energy coming together as one within your heart. And the goddess is saying too, she's so proud of you for your connection to nature, your consistent drive, your consistent passion and inspiration. And you're being illuminated by all of Source and Spirit and the universe. And that support of Mother Moon, like Goddess Luna, is just like coming in through too. To just bring your heart to that, like that center stage, and just allowing your heart to just illuminate fully and completely. It's like your inner universe as this radiant moon, where all your gifts, your talents, your blessings, and all the other like untapped gifts that you're yet to receive are all just swirling around this moon. It's the moon of like inspiration. It's like the liquid moonlight that's just becoming one with your heart space in that dance, in that celebration of life. You can hear these horses. They're like and they're saying like in that stillness you become that like that inner Buddha to receive, and in that quietness you're just able to receive more and more. Like the horses are like nuzzling you. They're like It's like your new pillars within that you could just fully trust in your inner strength and like your strong foundation to fully take up space in the world and trust in your creation and your heart's desires. Allowing your connection to nature get even deeper. So a lot of energy is flowing in. Allowing you to be that tree, to receive all that new growth, and literally seeing like the plants and flowers and crystals like at your feet traveling upwards and just blessing you and restoring you. Oh, Onyx is high. Just allowing yourself to be in that empowerment and tuning into that inner magical world to just express it out through you. Because in your creations, it literally manifests and like becomes new life. It literally gets anchored here on earth into the physical for you then to experience through that sacred reflection. And I can see these horses and like unicorns as one, like leaping over the moon. So knowing that they're guiding your wishes and dreams and looking after them, allowing yourself to tune into that horse energy, like in the morning and at night, but especially at night, as know that they like are there with you, watching over you, protecting you, guiding you, holding that sacred space for you in like your sacred temple within your space. Allowing yourself to gallop like the wind. Be wild and free and be in that like that sensuality and then that spark of your heart, like your heart's joy. Allowing yourself to like shapeshift into the horses and tuning into that masculine energy essence and the feminine energy essence with the horses, where I can literally just see those two horses just coming into your center column. It's like this golden thread and they're just like leaping for it. It's just becoming like a Pegasus. It's like that reflection of your heart, your sacred heart and your sacred vessel. It's just being very gentle with yourself and having compassion for yourself as you receive. Daisy, would you like to receive an activation with the horses and Goddess Rian?
Yes, please.
Okay. So just allowing yourself to receive by saying thank you and just allowing your heart to open as you receive. So we're bringing in the animal spirits, the horses especially. Oh, it's like I can't stop like that horse sound, like letting it all go, like fully allowing yourself to become those horses now. To integrate and embody their healing gifts and blessings. Tina, kia sia sianati siana kiana, susiana, kianatia sianati si sana kiana. So now we're just bringing in the masculine energy of the horse and the feminine energy of the horse. Marrying the two, bridging the two together as one. Tina, kiana, sianati, siana, kiana, tiana, sianati, siana, kiana, tu siana, kiana, tunikana, sianatia, kiana, sunikana, siana, sunikana, sianati, si, sana, siana, kianati, kusiana, tia, Susiana kiania sia kusi sanatia Susiana kia sia. I can just see you in this everglade of horses all surrounding you in this meadow. You can just hear the birds and the water. It's like this waterfall of cleansing diamond light is just surrounding you. And the horses are like at this gateway of water to your heart. It's like the gateway waterfall of your heart. And the water just opens like a curtain. Oof, getting goosebumps. So much magic is within. It's like fairyland, but like more rich and in depth too as well. It's like multi-layers and realms of like nature. So just allowing yourself to walk through this sacred gateway of your heart within nature. Just allowing your heart to just receive and experience all this healing, gifts and blessings, and then receive it into your being and integrate it and anchor it. Tinakiana siana tisaya kunikana sia tia kia suniti sainatia sia. And the elementals are celebrating you, welcoming you back home. Tinakiana tia sianati sianakianinati sainatiana kuna sianatia Tina kina kina sai kuna siana tia kiana sunika na ina suina kina siana. So now you're really fully bringing in that remembrance and return of the goddess that you are, and you're enjoying all of nature as that embodiment and extension of nature. Just allowing yourself to move and receive, and just touching nature with all of your heart. Tinakia sia siana, kunakia tia siana ti, kusiana sia sia, kunasi saitana sia. And all your goddess archetypes of mothers and grandmothers are with you, celebrating you. And they're all holding candles in that honoring of your rebirth with your birthday. Just allowing yourself to receive blessings, healings, gifts from your ancestors as well. Tinakia sia. Kunukanatia nia sia kusiana tia natia siana kuni sainatia kuniana sia siki sanatia sia kuni. Now just placing your hands on your heart, bringing it fully into your heart, all that you have experienced through this healing journey. And breathing into your heart space through 3 deep breaths. And bringing it in to your vessel, into your feet, anchoring it into the earth. And when you're ready, you can open up your eyes. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much, Kyle. Really appreciate it.
You're very welcome. My soul sister of the heart. Oh, hey, Polly. Thank you for being here. Hey, Catherine. Oh, that was truly magical.
Daisy, I know you have more to share. You got a hospital call on.
Oh, Lillian, can you repeat the question one more time?
I said, I'm sure that you have more to share because you got a horse.
Oh, yeah.
You call Ronan. Yes.
Yes, the Ronan is one of the horse that I feel connected before. And I also have different dreams related to a horse. There's a white horse on the left side, and then there's the red horse on the right side. Wait, I don't really know which side, but the dream, there's a white horse. I know the white horse is kind of like the white path, like it represents the spiritual white path, and the red horse represents the right path. The white horse is kind of like the path of the heaven, and then the red horse is the path of the earth. Is kind of like related to the feminine lineage, but it's also a very challenging lineage. There's so much deep ancestral healing, especially my mother's side, that so much healing, like the horse help lifting it up. And as Carl was doing the healing, and I can feel connected with the landscape of my mother's side of the family, so where the house used to be located, I feel the healing is still going on. And but I feel like so much gratitude. Thank you, Kyle. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. So we have Catherine next. I'd love to have you read.
Okay. Let's see what goddess will come through for you, Catherine. Ooh, Catherine. So you got Kuan Yin. And then you were talking about Kuan Yin the other day too. Oh, here she is again. So she brings the message. Yay! I know, right? Kuan Yin's awesome. Whoa. She's entering into the sacred space as she's very different than how I always see her. So she's moving, she's almost as like an acrobat. You know when with oh, what's that called? It's like those ribbons, like the fabric. So she's literally she's like dancing in the air with this fabric. And then, so she's holding it, and then she brings it down, like to the earth, like to you. And she's saying, come here, like come with her. And she's wrapping you in this nurturing embrace with this fabric. It's like pink fabric. It's like sheer, but like silky too. She's wrapping you in a cocoon of like healing grace and peace, like a nest. As a divine mother for you, she's got you. She's got your back. She wants you to rest. She wants you to take it easy. To know that everything will be taken care of as you rest. She's saying, with the utmost compassion. That it's like that feeling of being like burnt out, like to that point of like where you're just exhausted. Allowing Kuan Yin to just hold you as like a little child. So much emotion, but it's like of that love, that you are loved. You are that expression of love. Allow yourself to be taken care of. And allow the goddesses to move throughout your whole entire being and your life. Allow them in fully and completely even more. Allow yourself to receive from them. They've been waiting for you to just surrender your heart to them. And allow them to like repair your heart and to heal it and to bless it and just to hold it in the most sacred space with the highest and the purest frequencies. I can see like your heart is like by a lotus flower, which is so much nurturance and gentleness. As your heart is receiving healing from the lotuses. Knowing that this is like a safe space, like within the lotus and within the goddesses. It's just allowing your heart to melt and to soften and allowing those healing tears to flow. And allow that remembrance to return even greater and deeper. Just sitting with yourself in that own sacred space and that own sacred time for you. It's time to return back to you, back home within your heart, even deeper. You've got this. More than you know. Love you so much, Catherine. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Catherine.
Thank you so much, Kyle.
You're welcome.
Do you want to do a reading for Polly?
Of course. I would love to. Okay. We'll see what goddess would like to come through for you, Polly. Well, goddess literally flew. Ooh, this is amazing. So Polly, you got goddess Pili. So it's light or fire. Hmm. It's like that beautiful continuation of from yesterday. So I can see you standing on this volcano, this lava rock. And it's just Goddess Peleus right there with you. And it's like she's showing you like life preview of like everything you've been through. It's like taking inventory of like everything. Like she has a clipboard in her hand and she's like checking off everything with like this green check mark. She's saying that she's so impressed with you, by your heart, by your strength, by your determination of consistently going within, feeling your feelings, really looking at everything, like every nook and cranny of your being. And she's honoring you as this empowered, like love warrior that you are. And she wants to illuminate your heart light. Literally, it's like I can see you feeling like the volcanic rock. It's like you're feeling that within your being. But it's like this volcanic rock can't harden your heart. It's like your heart light is just, it's shining with that like soft like orangey glow. But she knows that there's more within. She's like placing her hand on your heart and saying, there's so much to explore within. And she would like to help you to activate that, to tune back into that, to ignite your inner heart's fire. And all throughout your being, would you like to receive an activation from her?
Yes, please.
Okay. Just allowing yourself to receive by saying thank you to her, and just opening your heart. Knowing you're in the most sacred space with the highest and the purest frequencies. So Goddess Pili, she places her hand on your heart. And it's as if when she places her hand on your heart, it's becoming this like rainbow holographic liquid, like this ocean. And she's just like touching her hand in like your heart ocean. It's creating this ripple of expansiveness and illumination And this water is just flowing all throughout your heart space, clearing it, letting go everything consciously, subconsciously, known and unknown from the heart space. It's just clearing that, making that clear channel of water for you then to receive the fire of illumination, of passion. Just bringing in Mother Ocean and all the ocean beings to help clear your heart with the healing waters. Tina kia sia tia kusi saina tia tiana kusiana tiana tia kia sia kusi saina tia kiana. It's like chimes now are just like flowing through your heart. Tikiana tia sia tiana. And your heart is receiving these healing chime frequencies. Tikiana tia sia tia ki. Kusiana tia sia tiana. Suyana tiana tiasi. It just keeps rising in frequency. Tiana iana inai. It's like that seraphim energy. Siana kianiana. Siana tiani kani. The water just has cleared everything, and it just has sent it to source for transformation into love and light. And now Goddess Pili has this heart fire, this holographic diamond heart fire. So it's like this diamond here. And she places this holographic heart fire, this rainbow fire into your heart. And it's that calming, cooling peace. Just allowing yourself to receive your diamond heart. Tiana kiasi sai, saina tiana kia. Sukiani tainai, sainatia kusi. Susainakia sia, kusinasia. Now all this remembrance is returning into your heart with this diamond, is anchoring into your heart fully and completely. Siakiana, sukianita siakiasi. And now this locks in place. And this diamond is forever within your heart. Always remember the love, the light, the gifts and blessings that you are. Always remembering your home is within your heart, your diamond heart. Just allowing yourself to place your hands on your heart to fully feel your diamond heart in radiance. And coming back to your body. So feeling the energy at your feet, your ankles, your legs, your thighs, the core of your stomach, your heart, your higher heart, throat chakra, third eye chakra, and crown chakra. And taking 3 deep breaths as you reach in to the here and now in the present moment. And when you're ready, you can open up your eyes. Thank you. How are you
Thank you,
feeling?
Cal. It was really beautiful. I'll share what I saw,
Yes.
my inner eyes when you were, you know, singing your codes and everything. I saw this massive, like really big orangey ocean, as you mentioned, in my heart. It's so deep and so wide that I can't even comprehend how big the ocean is in my heart. And then when you were singing, I could see the storm and the waves of the oceans, but at the same time, it's not chaotic, it's very peaceful. And in the middle of it, I started seeing something coming out from the orange ocean up to the sky. And then as I was imagining that, you mentioned about Sephirim, and I saw this fire and orange water combined beings or creatures, or I don't know what it is, maybe consciousness coming out from the ocean to the sky and then spread the wings like phoenix. It's really, really nice. And then, yeah, and then at that point, I can feel the passion in my heart. So much passion. And I drop back down and see the diamond that you showed me in the ocean. And it's so peaceful. There is like a blue light around this diamond. And outside of the blue light, there is fire all surrounding it. Like the flame is so bright, beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I feel very much at peace now. Thank you. Make me want to cry.
That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. I saw Polly with like her body is radiant with all colors. Oh, it's quite beautiful. Yeah, thank you.
How's everyone feeling?
I feel good. I have some reflection. Can I share?
Of course.
I was just meditating this concept because we know this week is what Indian tradition called Diwali. Or did I pronounce it right? Diwali. And I was, because everyone was talking about it, so I looked into it. And I think the concept is to light a candle to conquer the fear of darkness or something like that. And I have my own spin and understanding of that. Like we talk about how the light shifted from the light realm to the darkness. It's almost like our perception shifting from the outward thinking, reaching out to turning inward. It may seem like darkness because it's our own body, inner body, like the inner cauldron, the mystic cauldron, or the deep lake, like we talk about the deep dive of the dragon lake or the Scorpio. So it's like we may suddenly encounter this fear because the veil is so thin, we suddenly pierce through it. But Diwali is like rekindle our own inner heart, like what you did, gifting me the fire of my heart. So it's like, imagine this big empty house, and suddenly you turn on the hearth. Do you call it the hearth? The furnace center of the house, and suddenly this house just feels so cozy. And the house is our own sacred body temple. It's always with us, but we never notice because we didn't spend much time. But this time of the year, it reminds us to just rekindle our own heart, reconnect with that beaming heart. And then the whole house just become cozy and welcoming and loving. So that's my 2 cents about the festival of Diwali. Thank you. Love you guys.
I love that. Diwali, like the deeper the deeper meaning to it. That's amazing. Definitely what I think it's just relating back to my past week of reflecting back on all with the water and the emotions. Now it's just shining, and like we're probably all feeling it too as well, like the emotions of the ocean like just moving through us, but it's just like fully embracing it because it just has so much to bring in that remembrance. And then like now we just like shine like these like flowers, like that sun source of like nature. You're just receiving these flowers into your heart. So these are called marigolds, and these are beautiful flowers in honoring our ancestors, our loved ones, in honoring in all layers and all levels, and then in being, they want us to be in that joy. They want our hearts to carry on that joy through everything that we do, as they're a part of it. Our ancestors, our loved ones, live within our hearts always. So just going to bring healing from these flowers to all of your heart, to receive these marigolds within your heart, to bring that joy and the blessings and the gifts from your ancestors. Would you all like to receive? Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Tusiaki sainati sukianitai nasia. Just awakening all these flowers for each of you. Tisianatia, Sisianatia, Siakiana. So now seeing this marigold flower just traveling to you with candles surrounding. Tukia sia sia naki, Sainatia sia sia. Now this marigold flower is hovering in front of your heart space. You can feel the heat and the warmth of the candle and that warming love from the flower. Tikia sai sia na ia, Sukia sia sia ki, Sakia nati, Sukianatayanasia. And now your ancestors and your loved ones appear in front of you. And they hold this marigold flower in their hands. And this marigold flower turns into orange butterflies. And the butterflies start flying all around this marigold flower. And then your heart begins to open as a magical doorway of love, of receiving, of joy. And receive this marigold butterfly flower into your heart with the honoring of your ancestors as they place it within your heart as one. Tikana siana tia siakia. Sukia nitaina sia siatia. Kusai natia sia siaki. Sukia natia sia siana. Kuyena sia siati sasi. Saina tiana kusiatia. Kunasiatia si saina. Kusianitia si sakiana. Kusia siati saina taina. Kusia sianati kisukana. Yeah. Just placing your hands on your heart and feeling that warmth from your hands just illuminating your heart space. And all these healing gifts from your ancestors, from the marigold flower, are just traveling into your heart's universe and into your vessel, and just restoring everything, all layers, levels. And now this orange light just starts to fill all throughout. And the orange light moves to your feet, your ankles, your legs, your thighs, the core of your stomach, your heart, your higher heart, your third chakra, third eye chakra, crown chakra. And this orange light just forms like a waterfall over you, just washing you in this cocoon. So much love, support, remembered. Now you're coming back to the present moment, to the here and now. And then again, you're feeling your feet, your ankles, your legs, your thighs, the core of your stomach, your heart, your higher heart, your throat chakra, third eye chakra, and crown chakra. And taking 3 deep breaths. And when you're ready, you can open up your eyes. Thank you. How are you all feeling?
I feel good. That's the color I've been feeling also. Like the color of the season, the pumpkin pie and Halloween, and then all the leaves turning orange. Like the season, you can smell the cinnamon and the smell of orange and the grandma's kitchen and cooking up the magic food for Thanksgiving, and everyone gathering and feeling the orange and warming up the heart and the house. Thank you.
You're welcome. Do Do we have anyone online with us?
No, I haven't seen any.
Do you guys want to do some creative drawing?
I'm open for anything.
Trying to think what music-wise. I feel like like an ancestor song. Do you ladies or do you goddesses know like a nice ancestor song that would just like help to honor like our ancestors with that?
I've been listening to the Ancient Mother song over and over. I don't know whether
Or Flores. In the Flores got all the year song album. Let me do it.
okay.
You guys wanted to get prepared?
Yeah, I'll go get my color pen and paper.
Yeah.
So what are we doing here?
Just some drawings.
Okay.
Trees are bare, smoky air. The final harvest is in. Shorter days, life decays. The veil is thin at Samhain, honoring our ancestors. We are never alone. Light the candles, guiding spirits home. Trees are bare, smoky air. The final harvest is in. Shorter days, life decays. The veil is thin at Samhain, honoring our ancestors. We are never alone. Light the candles, guiding spirits home. Trees are bare, smoky air. The final harvest is in. guiding spirits home. Light the candles, guiding spirits home. Light the candles, guiding spirits home. Trees are bare, smoky air. The final harvest is in. Shorter days, life decays. The veil is thin at Samhain, honoring our ancestors. We are never alone. Light the candles, guiding spirits home. Trees are bare, smoky air. The final harvest is in. Shorter days, life decays. The veil is thin at Samhain, honoring our ancestors. We are never alone. Light the candles, guiding spirits home. Trees are bare, smoky air. The final harvest is in. Shorter days, life decays. The veil is thin at Samhain, honoring our ancestors. We are never alone. Light the candles, guiding spirits home. Light the candles, guiding spirits home. Light the candles, guiding spirits home. Trees are bare, veil is thin at Samhain, honoring our ancestors. We are never alone. Light the candles, guiding spirits home. Trees are bare, smoky air. The final harvest is in. Shorter days, life decays. The veil is thin at Samhain, honoring our ancestors. We are never alone. Light the candles, guiding spirits home. Trees are bare, smoky air. The final harvest is in. Shorter days, life decays. The veil is thin at Samhain, honoring our ancestors. We are never alone. Light the candles, guiding spirits home. Light the candles, guiding spirits home. Light the candles, guiding spirits home. Trees are bare, smoky air. The final harvest is in. Shorter days, life decays. The veil is thin at Samhain, honoring our ancestors. We are never alone. Light the candles, guiding spirits home. Trees are bare, smoky air. The final harvest the candles, guiding spirits home. Trees are bare, smoky air. The final harvest is in. Shorter days, life decays. The veil is thin at Samhain.
Amen.
Honoring our ancestors, we are never alone. Light the candles, guiding spirits home. Light the candles, guiding spirits home.
Fuck you niggas. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you niggas. El nigga, 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 nigga. Fuck you niggas. What's up, nigga?
Is everybody done? Join?
Lillian, would you like to share your drawing?
Oh, you want to see my drawing? Okay. I actually do two. One is a manual, one is a computer. I just did a very quick one. I'll show you the computer one first. Share screen. Can you see it? Can you see my Canva?
Yep.
It's beautiful.
That's it. But
That's
I
really
draw it on
nice.
my own. Yeah, so I saw that. That is like a soul transition. So yeah. So I have another one who is drawing. Let me make it a blur. Then, it's coming.
I like both versions.
Yeah, because I initially I was already on Canva doing something, and then I just saw that, oh, is that so? Is transition, and then moving to the bell. I thought, oh, I can use that. So that's my interpretation. Yeah. Mm.
It's beautiful. When you were showing the Canva one,
Mm.
I got like goosebumps, like tingles. Yeah. Thank you. And your drawing. It's amazing. Lots of remembrance. I feel like your drawings have just literally like activated all of our ancestors within us even more, so like even deeper. Like I can see them like these golden yeah, they're golden hearts within, and like their hearts are like speaking. Wow. Thank you.
To me, what I interpret that is that the two lines that are intertwining, right? It looks like a DNA, and then the circle is like eternity. So the DNA it's going off like to the offspring, and it's all the way down from our ancestors to our descendants. You know, it's like eternity, and it's going around and around and around.
Beautiful. I love that. Resonate. Yeah. And what Carl said is also resonate too, because it's all matter to form. We feel everything when the veil is in. They're all around us. So yeah, just dance with that. And honor the ancestors. And also join yourself because they want to celebrate us in this hour. They seriously, like, truly want to celebrate us for what we have done. Thank you.
Lillian, can you share that one more time? The one on
Which
Canva?
one?
The one on Canva.
Canva? Oh, okay, because you're not there. Actually, did too. You want to see another one?
I want to see.
I was playing.
This is so fascinating.
I have. Hang on. Let me. Are you looking at Canva at the moment?
Yeah, the one that can move around. It was fascinating.
I have two. I was playing. Okay, I'll do this one. Can you guys see it? Am I showing the right thing?
Yeah.
You can see it.
Great.
Wow.
Mm.
That's the essence of this portal.
I do have another one when I was playing, but I found that the other one. This is pretty cool as well. Oh, hang on, what's happening? Oh. Yeah. It's just different meaning, but I more resonate with the blue one, the one that the other one. So yeah. That's it. Thank you. I love doing all of those things.
It felt like some kind of universe and birthing and that kind of feeling of because to me the darkness of the year, it is magic, like just burst out within, because only when we diving inwardly we can feel and sense the richness and the birthing of the inner light. It holds so much dream and alchemical magic within. It's just so much deep level of magic in it. I don't know, it's just like, wow, what is that? That's how I feel. And that's truly capture the essence that how I would interpret this light, how the Venus from morning star diving into the evening star in the deep inner lake and bursts out this, and it's like the way how we can see our inner universe, like when we shine our consciousness into this deep subconscious body, and then suddenly see so much deep inner magic of our our conscious is an iceberg, but those beneath the iceberg, there's so much richness of the mystery, inner mystery.
Because initially when we started, I was like, what am I gonna draw? And I thought, soul. What does soul look like? Soul look like this. For me, it just look like this. It's golden color. So yeah, and I just follow it. And I know that I draw look like a DNA, but it's the two soul that is dancing like that. And then that circle, right? it looked like a snake body as well. The snake body is shredding because it's one this way, one that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also there's I see the orange, that energy what Polly was seeing earlier, it's also there too. Like you kind of boom burst out.
It's a magna.
Yeah,
It's like a
magna.
magna.
Yeah.
That's what Amber was talking about. I was thinking about magna this morning because it's one of the elements. It's a precious element of the earth.
It is. That's the very core of the earth, right? That give birth to
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
So yeah, I was like, oh, I landed in magna. I was like, oh, this is interesting. Because it's a liquid stone. They call it magna. Is a liquid stone. So interesting. I was doing some researching. So yeah, over to you guys now.
That's the liquid gold. That's the liquid gold, the liquid blood of the earth, right? And it's in us too. That's why we feel so potent, because that's us. Yeah.
Yeah, like the drawing, right? It was like soul, and then can you see the dot? It was condensed, and then it expressed out to the universe.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, that was, and then the dot is not circle; it's just dot.
That's what's that called? Plasma. And there's all kind of a metallic plasma, rare mineral within the deep inner earth. And so it's in our potent DNA, as we are able to decode and unravel and unveil, like within our junk DNA, there's over 90% of the potentiality waiting to be like burst out. The more we are able to tap into that deep inner subconscious lake, and the more we give love and care, attention to that, and the more it can unravel, just come out of more. Yeah.
So what you're saying is also the meaning of the deeper we do our ancestral work, the more soulful we become. So yeah, it's healing.
Yeah.
Just how you're birthing out.
Yeah,
it's great. And joy and all of that. So yeah.
It is healing. It is also give voice to that part of them, whatever that beckoning us to go, come, to share love, to share the light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for receiving.
Thank you for creating and sharing. That's so rich.
So next person who would like to share.
Polly, would you like to share?
Okay. So, I don't know if you can see. So it's a goat, or I don't know, I can't even tell whether it's a goat or sheep or ram. So that's the first thing that I saw at the very beginning when I started. So I decided to just drew that out, and then it got me more and more grounded actually. So I started to draw a lot more very grounding energy. Maybe I had a past life in Native American or something. It looks really Native American. So I've got the leaves there, and I saw like the community, the tribes around, and then up there we've got the sun energy, and then all of a sudden I saw the word Ra, and Ra represents the sun, right? So it's all like the weather, all the weathers that happening at the same time, and the ground and the underground, and all the leaves and everything just merged together. So I had the time to color it in. I might do that later on. Just an outline. But yeah, it's really grounding. As I was drawing, I kept seeing like a lot of the grass field, and like the energies is so ancient, but a lot of wisdom in there. It's like the wisdom of the nature, the wisdom of earth coming up as well. I really like that drawing. That's about it.
That's so rich. Oh, that's so amazing, and that's the very essence of the masculine, the divine. Like I think I shared last time in our conversation event about this energy, how the dance of the sun and the earth is like fully like diving and also coming in oneness and dancing and finding the soul of the sun itself and come to earth, and then the earth just dancing together with that, the raw energy, and how it all merging and just dance and then just burst out. And I saw the goat before. It's giant energy, the divine masculine energy, and I felt like it's related to the energy of Mars also. Yeah, I felt like it related to the Mars, because Mars carries this like bold and blazing and divine masculine energy. And I think for a long time, like I'm trying to connect that. There's part of me of that's the bold masculine energy, but seeking a way how to come into the fertile bosom of the earth, how to become one with her, but having this frustration and unable to fully like come into earth and dance with her and merging and marrying her. Oh, that's the concept Amber was talking about, marriage. Like for me, like that painting is a marriage of that energy, that life force and marriage with the earth, and how the plant kingdom of the earth, the richness and the life force coming alive and celebrate the fire and the sun, and also celebrate the beauty of the earth and the mother all together. And you feel this harmonious, sustainable dance and cyclical dance of the nature of the earth all together, the universe and the earth, like living and dancing and dreaming together into being. Yeah, thank you.
A very beautiful description. Thank you. And I really resonate with marriage, because when I was drawing that, I feel like it's the heaven with all the weather, the sun merging in, or and the earth. This is kind of like a marriage between heaven and earth, and also the tribe as well. So really nice. Thank you. Thanks, Daisy.
Thank you so much.
I can share with you what I like, what I see as well. I see the sword, the anchor down to earth, and there's two warriors kneel down, like on the floor like this, kneel down, left and right, and he's returning home. Daisy, you know that Hopi message when the man returning home? Was that the whole thing said again? I can't remember now.
When women give their blood to earth, men returning home, something like that, right?
Something like that, yeah. So that is that you see the green, the sun, heaven and earth. peace, returning home. I saw that. So yeah, the soul at ease, anchor down is surrender. Yeah.
I love that too. Thank you.
Such a beautiful sacred drawing, Polly. I'm still getting activated receiving from it. I can, what's very clear and prominent is I can see it's like a white it's like this sheep. I don't know if it's like a sheep or a goat, but it has like, I can see it in like a highland land. I can see like mountains and like hills, and the air is like cool, but it's like sunny. It's like breezy, and I'm looking at this like goat, sheep, ram, but like in the highland lands, and I could see these masculine archetypes around, but looking at the animal is I could see like the masculine archetype within in the animal that's like becoming like a being. It's like they want to connect with me. It's almost like it's like kind of like Viking type, like Nordic vibe. Yeah, it's so clear. I can still see it. Like it's so prominent. It's like stamped on my like inner eye. Yeah, it's so beautiful. And it reminds me too of like when I used to work at the Calgary Zoo. There was like this ram goat, mountain goat. Yeah, mountain goat. Yeah, that was just, yeah, so prominent. It's that same feeling. Definitely have to sit with it more. Definitely, it's like remembrance of like a past life. It's like that guardian. Wow, I've never gotten like so activated like this before from like a sacred drawing. You're so deep. There's like sacred symbols. And you're there, Polly. Like I resonate with you so much because like we're Seraphim family. And you're there. And I felt it yesterday and the other day when we connected. Like you're like in past lives, like now it's remembrance of like you were like also like my guardian angel as like the seraphim. And whenever you talk, I can see you, like I can see it, like the memories. It's just amazing to experience you with you here in this lifetime on this journey, this incredible heart journey. Thank you for being here with us. Love you so much. I love you all.
Thank you. I can feel that it's something to do with past life as well. So definitely explore more into that.
I guess I should share mine. This is my drawing. Yes, like this flower, the marigold in the center, and then hearts of like the ancestors, and they all have like flames, and then like they're connected as like stars, like in the sky. So it's like there are many ways to connect to us, like multidimensionally, for us to um, receive them within our heart. Yeah.
I can still feel the orange energy. in my heart.
Mm.
That's beautiful.
And the song that was playing, it was actually the first time I heard it, I was like, whoa, like really emotional. I think about like a month ago or so. And then when I heard it again tonight, I was okay. But then, yeah, I was still like, it was still there. But I could see it's like like those cool autumn nights where it's like the leaves are blowing and like literally the trees are like becoming bare. It's like that vulnerability feeling of how like autumn feels like the trees are like literally like as their vessel. Yeah, just yeah, it's like the sign of like allowing us to be vulnerable, especially during this time. That it's okay to be vulnerable. There's so much. It's like we're being one with the vulnerability of nature. It's like nature is very emotional too. Oof, just letting that land. Just getting goosebumps. Yeah.
What's the song we just listened to? This is really nice. Vivian, can you share, please?
I can share in the Facebook later on.
Thank you.
Mm.
Kyle, I actually just saw that, the picture that you showed us. I saw you as that flower and you have all the ancestors around you. I love that.
Thank you. It's definitely confirmation of what I was feeling today. Yeah, I was quite emotional, but allowed myself to just be emotional. Yeah, allowing it to just pass through me. Yeah, as soon as Lillian shared her drawing and you watched her drawing, or well, Daisy still has to share hers, but yeah, it's like I can't. Yeah, I kind of rebounded quick today, and I was proud of myself of like how I was emotionally, just like holding the space for tonight. And then now it's like my ancestors and loved ones are like now like they're like wanting to like yeah, the energy is so concentrated that I'm just like surrendering. I'm just surrendering and just feeling like, okay, like I'm ready. Like I'm ready. This I know it's gonna be initiations. I know Lillian and I were talking about about this earlier, and I'm just like, okay, no, I'm getting out of my way. Like whatever you like to do, ancestors, loved ones, like I'm ready. Like I'm, yeah. They're like, are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Like fully, completely.
That's surrendering.
Yeah.
You
And
want
that's
to know what I
oh sure, sure.
there's not only your ancestors on me, the others already coming, arriving. You know, like lotus petal that Kuan Yin still. Yeah, you are not sitting inside. You are holding the big orange, just like the Facebook cover. You're holding. You're inviting whoever who can hear it. They're arriving. So yeah, it's beautiful. Those light, you light the candle for them. Exactly, just like the Facebook cover that you create. You have light the candle, God. So I am honoring you. It's not only yours, it's others as well. The year of your devotion. They come into your temple. So that's what I saw on your picture, on your drawing, not picture, your drawing. So yeah, I'm sitting really deeply and really hold in that octagon that you create. They're sitting there. 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not scary. It's beautiful because you got a spot for them. And it's holding so tight and safe. You have me, Daisy, and Polly. We will be joining you in the temple. You're not doing this alone. So yeah, just to let you know. It is a deep initiation, but I'm in the joyful space. I know that this is your first Sawan. To hold a Sawan temple is courageous and brave. So yeah, we 3 feminine will hold the pillar for you in the triangle. I told Daisy already, I can't hold the Sawan temple. I so wanted to hold it. We've been talking a few times and you stepping in straight away. It's going to be a powerful one. Powerful and beautiful and memorable. Yeah. And that song is the Sawan, is from Flora Ware, with one of my beloved sisters, Priestess sisters. She created a song and she does them. I learned Sawan the Wheel of the Year from her. I initiated myself too. So yeah. Thank you for showing up to hold that pillar of Sawan in your temple.
I can share how I feel about this time of the year. So like that feeling when the whale is very thin. I had quite few dreams related to how the skeleton, like how so in San Diego, we're very close to Mexico. And Mexico, they have the tradition of celebrate this time of the year. They paint the skull with colors, like celebrating, kind of like the movie Coco. And that's kind of very festive. And that's how I feel of Samhain too. In my dream, and I saw so many skeletons. They're dancing. They're so joyful. And I remember in one of the dream, it's like I'm seeing the piano playing, or the skull, they are playing the piano, or maybe they are the piano, but it's just so much joy and celebration, and just everybody just dancing. And yeah, so that's how I feel. The energy is like such a big celebration all together and singing.
Daisy, isn't it you have a skull? A skull with the many colors, I remember.
Yeah, I have that. You guys want to see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me pull it out.
Yeah. Mm. There. That's exactly. Mm.
And I see all the flower blossoming out of the skull.
Mm.
Yeah, because think about the realm of the bones, the realm of the crystal is the same realm, crystal kingdom, and the elementals, they all together, and the realm of the fairies. It's the same as where the ancestor hang out. They all hang out together. Think about how colorful and vibrant it is, right?
Yeah, you're talking about Samhain and Fairy because in Australia, Samhain is the 1st of May. And Fairy on the other wheel, which is your wheel, is the 1st of May. So I'm dancing in these like muse and honoring at the same time. And 1st of May, which is where my light language activated day as well. That day, I was feeling the muse. And then in the morning, I was I remember that I was doing meditation the night before. And then I draw it and I'll show you. There's like, what is this? All the orange, all the beaming eye. You remember that? And then the next day, I was dressing up and I feel like a fairy. Oh, wait. I brought Polly to the place as well where the fairies or the trees. So yeah, I was like, oh, I'm holding the 2 wheels, of course. So yeah. So
Yeah,
guys,
it makes so much sense that long ago I asked one of my friends, she's like specialist, she studied the fairy realm extensively, and then she did confirm that the realm of the ancestor and this realm of the fairy are together.
wow.
Yeah. And also like when we think about where's when we study the second dimension, so the first dimension gave birth to the second dimension, which is the richness of the elementals, the crystals. And imagine that's where our ancestors hanging out. Yeah. So it's quite a beautiful, vibrant place. Yeah.
I want to share. So I have this skull, and at the time when I saw it, I'm like, okay. I'm like, knowing that the skull, because, well, yeah, I usually the last 3 years, no, last 4 years, I've been watching Coco every year. The movie Coco, just to like honor, really dig deep, and then like the flowers in Coco are the exact flowers like the marigold here, and this is like the first year that they like manifested for me. So I was like, okay. And I was like a little bit nervous because when I saw these flowers, I'm like, okay, I know exactly what that means. And then like, okay, like things are becoming more real. And then skulls, I'm like, I honestly used to be afraid of skulls until like 4 years ago with like Coco. And then I was doing research at work with the skull, and then I'm like, okay, and then I just completely let it go, like all the research I was doing, and then I'm like, no, it's like the skull is like the record keeper of like Mother Gaia. She just holds so much wisdom and like healing and insight, and like I had like this skull was kind of put away. I was kind of scared to just like touch it. But now like tonight it's just like fully embracing it and just honoring and just like activating it fully now, like with my heart, that like I'm not afraid anymore. Like there's nothing to be afraid of. But I think it's just for me it was the fear of the unknown. And I know this to be true now because, but I knew that I had to journey through all the years in order to prepare me so that I'm ready. But with my loved one, like in my mind and in my heart, like my mind, my yeah, my mind wanted to see my loved ones physically with my eyes, like just there. But my heart wasn't fully ready. And now, like bridging the two, knowing that when they do appear, like not to be scared. It's because I've been asking to see them physically. So it's like, and the whole connect from the other day when we were all connected with Richard, I knew that it was letting go of like the old memories and all of just letting go and surrendering for this new incredible energy to arrive, to literally see my loved ones and create a new reference and journeying with them physically. So it's like saying to my loved ones and ancestors, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid anymore. And just fully welcoming them how they want to reveal themselves, and knowing that they'll appear in just the most beautiful way for me. So it's just, yeah, just letting all the fear go, because I really feel like fully that I'm ready now. Yeah. Whew. Yeah. It's that moment right now that I'm feeling where it's like the vulnerability, but like the empowerment, and then it's like feeling that energy from like the back of my heart of like fearlessness, that like I've got this and I have support here, like just to help me on that journey and to hold this new space and this new journey. So I thank you all very much and for journeying with me and in spirit and through our connects and through the heart. Love you all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I see my grandmother very often, and my family very often, especially my mother's mom very often. The more that I do my own healing work, like each time I see her, it just such bringing such deep comfort. It just feel like more real than when she's alive. It's just like, wow, she's so healthy and so beautiful. Yeah, and yeah, just very rewarding. And when she show up and sending me blessing and cooking me good food, a big pot of Chinese food that she's stirring up for me. Yeah, there's so many amazing energy food she sent to me many times when she show up. So yeah, I know. Yeah, I think a lot of thing is like us, we have to work over our own fear body so we can get closer to them. We can allow them to come in. They're transcended part of them. We're able to allow them to come in. Yeah.
Daisy, what's your drawing like?
Oh, I'm still working on it, but I
Are
can
you writing
share
a
with you
poem?
guys. I do have poem, but I haven't fully finished it yet. Yeah, I'm just finishing up one of my painting draft. I'm feeling a lot of the color. I think the orange doesn't really show, but it's very vibrant. Like just we are that. Our soul body, it is that vibrant color. Yeah, the sooner we let go of our fear of darkness, the sooner we can fully dancing and merging with that vibrant life force that's always inside us.
I saw the crystalline structure of the body.
Oh yeah.
The white dot is like an atom.
Uh-huh.
The crystalline atom. That's how the structure look like, but not all bound together or spread out. So yeah.
Mm,
Mm.
nice.
Reminds me of the web that Daisy talked about yesterday. It's like everything just, you know, in the web.
Oh.
It doesn't look like web, but it reminds me of that.
Mhm. Yeah. I don't think I wrote a poem, but I have this concept of like feeling that my energy body, it is being lifted by the webbing connection with all the souls and sentient being in my life. And it's like it can be as a sense of solid ground. The more I have like trust and deeper faith with this webbing, the more I'm able to be lifted, just like the electromagnetic field. And I just want to worship every inch of the web, that solid ground, unshakable ground supporting my energy body, and kissing every inch of them, and show such deep gratitude for every one of the soul being in my life. Yeah. Thank you. Love you guys.
Beautiful, Daisy. I just received a huge download. I could feel it too. So to me, your sacred drawing is connected to the skeletal system, like bones, the structure. I could literally feel like things, like the skeleton, like my frame, like the bones, like realigning, like alignment. Um, Everything is like, I could feel like, oh my goodness. You know how, Daisy, you can feel like the earth, like through your body? Um, it's like I can feel like the platonic, like plates within the earth, like within my body through the bones. And I've never connected to like the bones in my body. I feel you just initiated me. Oh boy. I'm like, okay, so it's like, is it because this whole last week has been about becoming the element of water, which was like very beautiful. But I'm like, I've cried, like it was like a lot of tears of remembrance where I'm like, I didn't even think like I just like I didn't even think I had so much water within me to just like to constantly like letting those healing tears flow. Now it's like weaving into the earth element now, which is really good because like I need that now to support the water that was just flowing. Yeah, thank you for that. I'm in a new gateway. Woo!
Yeah.
Water forever. But no, thank you.
Yes, thank you so much for bringing that up. I mean to talk about that also when Richard showed up in our show, because both Richard and Lillian is in the kind of like what's that called? Computer programming world. Think about the silicon. What is that thing that programmer to store the information on computer, right? And
The chip,
the chip. It is
silicon chip.
it is made of silicon, which is a crystal structure.
Mm.
And the same way with our bone, it has the silicon, the crystal chips. The same way with crystal itself, it can store the data and our Akashic record. And which is why we can connect with the core, inner core of the earth, where all the Akashic record are stored. How we are able to slow down our vibration and going deeper and deeper into the subconscious world, become oneness, where we can get all the download directly from the big chip. We are just the small chip, but we all just one with that. Just like Kyle talked about our bone, right? We vibrate together with that. With that giant chip together, that giant chip with other giant chips in the universe, and then we all just sending signals and download and Akashic record and memories all vibrating into oneness together, right?
And when you're talking about silicon chip, is made out of silica. Silica is the seventh element made out of the earth crust. I was just learning a lot this morning about silica.
Oh, share it. Share more.
Oh, that's it. That's all. That's my research. So yeah, silica is the element.
Yeah, there's also another thing I want to share. I think was that a Polly or Kyle share something about okay, I think it was Kyle share about the emotion of the earth. The earth does carry this deep emotion, deep love, and it feels like super emotional because it is a big heart. It can feel and sense everything. In that sense, in our traditional understanding of the silica, the crystal, like talk about the computer language is like made of binary, right? Like a binary, like 0 and 1. But the language of the chips of the earth is more complicated than binary. I think it has both the negative and the positive, but also has the third element, which is able to sense the emotional intelligence and deliver the emotional intelligence, where we can all webbing into oneness through that waving of that intelligence. So yeah.
I actually have another view that I kind of saw in my mind when I was looking at your drawing. Is that it looks like it's knitting. So it's like knitting the present, past, and future, and all the multiverses together. Seems like that's a kind of thought that came to my mind. And it's not like, when you knit, it's like 2-dimensional, right? But this is not 2-dimensional. It is more like 3-dimensionals or 4-dimensionals. You're just knitting everything together.
Thank you. I actually saw that in Lillian's, like that moving painting she did too. About that universe and weaving and unweaving, dancing. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Polly.
Can I ask you guys, or you goddesses, a question? So as I'm like, have any of you ever worked with skulls before? Like crystal skulls before? Because when I'm as I'm like moving like my fingers around the skull, like it's activating like parts of my skull. Like I could feel, like I can see, like I used to be like honest, well, truly I used to be afraid of blood and like looking inside the human body of like everything. But now I can like fully see like within like more than like ever before. It's almost like this I was it's like this other portal that's wanting to open where it's like the fear before yeah, it was what's the word I'm trying to kind of demobilizing me, like so much wanted to come through before, but it was just I think know what it is. I feel like it's like what I was fearing was actually like being in like this human vessel, but it's like now I can't deny it because Daisy, you know how you literally are like, oh, we're both going through the same thing. So like years and years, I would just like fly. Like my coping was flying, like leaving my body, like traveling, because there was just so much feeling that was like my numbing, was just meditating and journeying. But now it's like I'm re-landing in my body, like fully in experience, and I'm like, okay, just getting used to my physical body again. Uh, yeah, today is like the theme of no fear and like full deep surrender. Wow, it's like so much is coming up as like what wanted to come through years ago, but I just um like kind of pushed it aside, or it just got too overwhelming that I didn't know how to handle it or like process it or receive it, that I just like disassociated from it. But now it's like my body, my being, my vessel, like all parts of me can't deny it anymore. It's like intense but beautiful. Like it keeps coming in waves. Uh, I got this. I can do it. I can do it. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. And you see this part here, if you can see, but on the skull, there's like a hole here. And I feel like that's like, is that like the mouth of God? Is that what that's called? I feel like this whole gateway is just like, I can literally feel my skull like cracking open as like releasing like the old, it's like this old helmet of limitations that I just had like housed within, that it became solid, and it was like this artificial skull that wasn't even real or like mine to really own, but I made it so through like all my like overthinking and stuff. So just releasing now, just like no, it's not mine. Like to know that the skull is like so much beauty. It's like this. I can literally see like plants and flowers like blooming from it. Whew. Wow. I did not expect this to happen today. Oh my goodness. Everything is all connecting. Like how Daisy was talking about the skull and the flowers. That is just, yeah, it's amazing. Thank you for all holding the space too for me tonight.
Daisy, what's the card? Oh, the skull, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the cards that I recently pulled for the eclipse. It is a skull. There's so much wisdom, Kyle, you shared. I mean, pointed out. So remember in the Egyptian healing, gate that we did the second event we did. We have this activation. Remember, you put your hand as an occipital bone, exactly where Cal pointed out. You just imagine you just lay your whole weight on here, and gently the other hand touching the front of the forehead, almost like you're not putting any weight, just gently, like the kiss of the wind, the kiss of the flower, gently touch the front. And you allow the weight, the occipital bone in your head, just leaning on the back of the hand. Allow the realm of the goddess open up, the mouth of the goddess through the occipital bone. That's where all the realm of the dreaming and the channel, that hidden channel, suddenly pop open through this portal. And allow us to journey through the underworld, where all the mystery of our body unfold, asking the wisdom of our body, as the wisdom of the realm of the crystals reveal to us what's the story within our own sacred temple. And allow that door open wider and wider, reveal to us all the mystery, all the Akashic record, the library of Alexandria. Open it up for us further. And there's a lot more I can talk about the anatomy. So behind the skull, let me show you guys. So here, that's the occipital bone and also the mouth of the goddess or the mouth of the god. And then in between, in the middle here, and it actually shaped like butterfly. It's called the sphenoid bone. So it's like around the occipital bone, and here's the sphenoid bone. That's the butterfly. Another name is called Psyche. Remember I said the asteroid Psyche is in conjunction Sun, Moon, Venus, and South Node. Our own Psyche open up and diving deep through this portal. So the mouth of the goddess work with the Psyche. And there's one more thing. So the first of our spine, the first segment, the C1 is called Atlas. And Atlas is the one that holding that giant globe, right? And Atlas is also another name for Atlantean. It's a god of Atlantean. So it's like all this realm all working together. All the record of our past life all opening. It just allow us to open up further, tapping into it deeper. Exactly, Lillian said, the rememberings. We are remembering. Surrender the wisdom of the crystal skull is our own self, within our own bone, within our DNA. Our collective ancestry gift and blessing, all unfolding.
I've heard somewhere about the Atlanteans use skulls to transfer wisdom from one person to another. So they would bring the wisdom of one person who has a lot of wisdom into the skull, and there is a person as a middle person will put their hand on the skull and then the other hand on the other person, and they will transfer that wisdom from the skull to another person. So that's really amazing.
Okay,
Holly, when you said that, my scalp is tingling. It's tingling. Something is downloading on my scalp. Normally, I don't get these.
I need to
Activate.
show you guys something.
okay, come. It's like a lot of tingling.
Oh, I've got
Mm.
tingling too.
It's
Um,
more for you, Daisy.
Yeah, so this is one of the crystal skull I worked with. Like the thing is like I say work with is I don't really know how to work with them. They work with me. It's like they just suddenly show up out of nowhere. This one back then is in a different room, and I was listening to a class about crystal skull, and suddenly this one showed up like from the other room to my skull. Like imagine our skull has two parts, or our brain has two parts. The left side of the brain, this spirit of this crystal skull come over and reach down into my brain and gently lift it up, almost like a, our brain feels like some kind of lotion balm. I can feel the softness, gentleness, lift it up and then gently put it down. Just like that. It just feels so like the kind of massage that reach down deep inside and give it a gentle lift.
I have the skull experience before as well. And similar, then I could feel what you mean about that gentleness. Because when I did a meditation, because I don't have many skulls, but energetically I have 13 of them. They're just round. And yeah, keeper of the 13th skull was initiated to that. And I was sitting in the middle, and then they all show up. Dun, 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 dun. They're all different colors, but I know that it's the bone, it's real bone. And I was sitting in the middle, and someone came. It's a meditation. Someone, and it's my Lemuria mother. And then came and then merged from the back. The skull merged from the back to the front of my head. So I know that softened the feeling of that.
Exactly
But-
like that, merging. Yeah, you're right.
Merging, yes, from the back to the front. So yeah, it was incredible. The feeling of it, it's just like very real. So yeah. So that is my experience. There's no how, why. You just receive. That's it. Because I also call to work with the skull. I don't know how to work with it. They come. They will select you to work with that too. So yeah. If you can go to YouTube, Daisy, what is the most famous that crystal skull again? That the man was carrying it, walking around the countries. I can't remember the name of the skull. The only skull.
Yeah, I heard it.
Look at that.
I
You
forgot.
will get really vibrate. I remember the name now.
Yeah, I remember it has a name. Actually has a book on the skull. I forgot the name. Yeah, I know what you're talking. It's a crystal skull. When you're talking about merging, I think when Polly mentioned about the crystal, is it like similar way? It feel like the crystal skull merging with the person's skull, right? And deliver
Yeah.
the message. And then yeah.
Yeah. But it's very, very safe. I feel very safe, especially those around that sit down and then they're beaming out. But that's my experience. So yeah, everybody has different experience, but that's mine. I feel really safe. So yeah. That's it. Well, this is supposed to be goddess activation. Well, Crystal Skull is goddess. Goddess is skull and goddess is skull.
What goddess is connected to the skull? Do you know what goddess?
God and
Oh,
goddess.
I know, like with Hecate. Oh, the skull. There's so many stories with the skull. You
Yeah.
see a lot of painting with Mary Magdalene.
Yes, that's what I wanted to tell you, Mary Magdalene as well.
Yeah, that's the energy working with they call it the black sun, which is that energy of the earth, the very essence, the soul of the earth. Also Hecate, and I have two statue of Hecate, their skull on it too. Yeah, has a wand. She has a wand, and top there's a skull. Yeah, she worked with all realms, like the heaven, the ocean, and the land, all three. There are few deities who work with all three realms, but she travels freely in the realms. Yeah. I didn't tell you guys of my initiation with her energy before, right? I can. So when I bought the statue of her, and in my dream, she would present it to me as one look like some of my friend. But her color is purple, a very soothing purple color, and she kissed the tip of my nose, and I'm seeing the color just melting. You know, almost like you eat a really good tiramisu cake, you melt it within that softness and dreamy feeling. It is that way. She kissed my nose, my whole body start melting from the nose to the skull, and then the whole body just melted with that kiss and turning into that color too. Oh, I forgot to mention. So with our Stargate number 5, the color is that color too. That crystal is called sugilite, and the color is that like purplish, lavenderish color. But you feel, just imagine you can melting into one with that color. The deep mystery of purple.
So much juicy. I feel like I'm definitely gonna get so many activations tonight when I sleep. I'll have to keep you all posted. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. I feel like, well, you all are goddesses. I feel like I'm getting initiated and activations by each of you. So thank you. Whew, it's beautiful. Yeah. I could already feel the transformation. Yeah.
Do you want to see Mary Magdalene's skull, which is real?
Sure.
In I can't remember in which country, but you can do research. That is her skull. So yeah, so you can do the skull and the bone of Mary Magdalene. There's a lot of stories, but it's just read and bringing discernment in as well. In France, I think there's a museum. I remember that there's a few stories about it. So yeah. So yeah. That's all. All right. We finish with you feeling complete.
I can share one more.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. I actually originally want to share that in our events, because we're working with the polarity of the initiator and the Queen of Death. So I originally want to share that too. Give me 1 second. Yeah. It's called That's an Initiative Pathway. Share the screen. That's an initiatory pathway. Oftentimes, death is deemed to be a dense veil of compounded disbeliefs or guarded series of cultural taboos, like a dark black airtight steel wall behind which one could easily hide and push away all the deepest fears, doubts, worries, worst nightmares, and all the unseen aspects of the self. When dense negative emotions creeping into crevices of my consciousness, I see two choices in front of me: freeze or work a pathway out. Through time, I learned that very concept of death could be my own initiatory gateway. It is up to me to decide how to break through it, keep backing down in front of it, or simply surrender myself. Let divine grace and light shining through that seemingly blocked void of inner portal. Allow loaded burden of long accumulated fears and worries be laid behind. Let the dense shell of a defensive ego naturally be released, naturally, gradually, gracefully, letting my long neglected inner cauldron of unknown mystical powers finally be revealed, so that I can finally grasp hold of my own intrinsic gifts and truly start to treasure who I really am and why I am here to begin with. Death is not a punctuation mark of an ending, but a mysterious ongoing bridges that enables me to touch the unknown sky horizon. It revealed to me in dreams as a fair white ray angel who helps me mending detached flower petals of an injured, sorrowful heart. She taught me how to patch up my fragmented, missing wing feathers together, how to reclaim all the lost soul pieces back home again. Slowly through the healing grace of time, she guided me how to transition onto a path of ascension. Death is a gentle spiritual mentor who heralds the transition and transmutation of soulful journeys. She is the one who tenderly, patiently assists wounded souls to take comforting walks. Through layers of initiatory attunements, my core being of soul essence can finally be awakened to the very path of learning, learning how to align my life's purpose with my predestined blueprint on earth, how to navigate through myriad gates of multiple lifetimes reincarnations, and how to traverse tumultuous ocean of earthly paths, eventually onto the multidimensional transcendental places. It is an initiation, continuation of another kind of transitory journey, a continuation of spiritual awakening and soulful ascension. Death is a riverbank that one can smoothly and gracefully amble along, just as easy as meandering through the thin wheel of a dream world, like an ethereal fairy who can ride on a rainbow unicorn, effortlessly leaping across gossamer webs and pass onto the astral space, where one can easily continue this miraculous soulful journey, gate after gate, path after path, life after life. Thank you. Love you guys so much.
Beautiful poem, Daisy. Sound very familiar. Mhm, mm. Mm.
Thank you. Thank you so much for receiving me and witnessing my soul journey. Now I feel complete. This portal gateway is feel complete and content.
Holly, you feel complete as well?
Yeah, after Daisy's poem, yes.
Always like a healing balm, right? All right. So who opened a circle?
Yes, thank you, Daisy. Beautiful poem. Mm, my goodness. Yeah. Her poems always just make home within my heart. Just your poems make everything right within the world. True gift and blessing. You all are true gifts and blessings. I'm honored to be always in your presence. So now we're just gonna close the sacred circle, the sacred space. So we thank our ancestors, especially our guides, our guardians, the caretakers of the land in which we reside, Mother Earth, Mother Nature, Mother Gaia, all of nature, honoring our hearts for connecting tonight and always. Just getting so deep with just so much knowledge and healing and blessings and gifts and creativity. May we always just remember the magic of being in this vessel, this human form vessel, as our magical selves, multi-dimensional selves, fully planted within in this human experience. We're grateful, thanks for being in this human body and that all that it provides for us. Now just closing sacred space. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Blessed be, and so it is. And the healing circle is now closed. Thank you. Love you all. Until we meet again, connect again.
Love you all. Thank you so much.
Good night.
Yeah, everyone.
Good night.
Peace.
Bye.